get to work.
So today I'm gonna make a video about how you can flash the KISS 24A ESCs from Arduino.net. Those are the brand new ESCs from Arduino.net, so I will gonna flash them with a new firmware. Just right now on the corner it's 1.03. But before to start, we have to talk about those ESCs because there are a lot of versions. They are new, they are old, they are, different users. They use them with the KISS FC, with the fly controller. They use them with the Flip32, NACE32, CC3D, F3, and all kind of other fly controllers. And those, they can be upgraded directly from the KISS FC, from the fly controller. With other fly controllers you cannot upgrade them like normally Little B or whatever other ESCs will just update it from BA Heli software. So for the project you will gonna need ST60 connector, or you can just plug the battery directly in. You will gonna need a FTDI adapter. You can find it everywhere. Anyway, I will gonna put a link on the description where you can find it, or you can find also the connector ST60, or you can find also the KISS 24. Those are 3 cables from servo or from, I don't remember, I have a bunch of cables like this. U2 also, you have a lot of cables, so they have to be a little bit separate because they don't go in the same place. So I just pick them up like this, split, and in that end, just like normal, I'm gonna have to solder on the KISS 24A. Now if you have a Flip32 like this, or NACE or CC3D, F3, or whatever kind of fly controller, or maybe use KISS fly controller like this, KISS FC. This is a brand new one. I just have my one right here, but I use them with Little B 20 amps for the moment. Now right here with the KISS 24A ESC, if you have a KISS fly controller from Arduino or whatever other companies, it's good to give it a try if you don't have any stickers in your ESC KISS 24. If you have a sticker and it says version 1.02 or 1.03, you just connect it like normal and everything is gonna be good to go, and you can flash them directly from the KISS FC fly controller. If your version says 1.02 or 1.03 and you use a normal fly controller like Flip32, NACE32, and so on, F3, you're gonna have to flash them with the FTDI anyway. Now, if you don't have a sticker and you don't know what kind of version do you have on your ESC and you buy it before months or a year, they have a LED right here on the other side where is the connector from the battery and the telemetry signal and ground right here. This LED right here, if it's green, that means your version is 1.00. If the LED is blue, they can be version 1.01, 1.02 or 1.03. Now you don't know exactly what version do you have, but if you don't have a sticker and the LED is blue and you just buy like this new, it's better to give it a try with a KISS fly controller if you have it. If you don't have it, you just have to connect it directly with a FTDI adapter. So now we're gonna take a ESC and we're gonna connect the cables where they have to be, and we're gonna come back to explain you where and why I put them right there. After when I just connect all the wires, or they have to be. I have here two kind of FTDI. They do the same thing, but on the back one doesn't have anything and one has the inscription, so it's much better to read from this side or this side than inside right here. What I cannot take pictures to show you exactly what it's RX, TX and the ground, so I will gonna use this FTDI, but all the FTDI they have in the same place, TRX, RX and the ground. So the ground is going to the ground. Now this right here is RX. RX is mean receive, so receive is going to the transmit, and the transmit is mean TRX. TX is going in the RX right here. So this is the way it's going. RX is going on TX, TX is going on RX, ground is going to the ground. So what I mentioned before, because if it's a blue light, it's mean the version is 1.1, 1.01, 1.02, 1.03. If it's the LED, it's green, it's mean 1.00 is the first version. I have a 3S battery right here. It's just a normal battery. So how you can see, the LED it's blue, so for me it's version 1.02 anyway, but just to show you what's mean green, what's mean blue. I don't have a green LED because I have just those 5 right here. So now I will gonna go on the computer and I will gonna show you how you do the flash for this ESC, and also how you read the serial number and how you get the file, hex file for the ESC to flash it. So I'm gonna go in the computer and we're gonna start from there. But before that, I will gonna tell you, when you're gonna flash the firmware on the ESC, you have to bridge these two pads here. They don't have a button like Kiss FC when you just press it. They have just two pads and you have to bridge them with the soldering and with a little bit of the tip, and you're gonna be okay. This is just for the firmware when you're gonna flash it, to read the serial number and to get the X file. You don't gonna need that, but after, when you're gonna flash the ESC, you're gonna need to bridge the pads here. They say boot, that's mean for the bootloader. So because mine is new, I don't have those pads right here. Is the direction of the ESC. If you have it, it's better to take it out. I am not sure if it's good or not, but it's better to take it out. So don't leave the pads right here. Bridge if you already use it, like in your quad and you have two clockwise and two counterclockwise ESC, so you take out the bridge from there. I think it's much safe. I think it's better. I don't know, I want to make it clean. So now let's go in the computer and let's start from there. So now, because we are in the computer, you will gonna need some tools and some programs to make it work. So the first, it's FTDI, how I say. If you don't have one, you can buy it from flyarduino.net, from Amazon, from Banggood, eBay, AliExpress, and there is a lot of other places where you can buy it, or you can find it in a local shop, or I don't know, it's up to you from where you take it, or if you have it. If you have already the FTDI, you're gonna need to download the Arduino program. After this, you're gonna need to have this CN bound hex file generator. This is from flyarduino.net, or you just type your number from your ESC and just generate your hex file for specific KISS 24 amps ESC. Each one of
ASCs that have different serial number and different hex file. So if you have 4 or 5 ASCs and you just type the first serial number and you wanna flash them all with the same, you will not gonna work. Every ASC have different serial number and different generate X file for each individual one. So you have to do this for all of the ASC for the first time. If the version is 1.0, 1.01. If it's 1.02 or 1.03, you don't have to do this. You just connect it with a KissFly controller and you are good to go from there to install and flash the firmware from the software from here, from the Kiss GUI. But if you use Kiss 24 amps ASCs and you use an ACE32, Flip32, CC3D and F3 and so on, you are gonna have to do this each time when Kiss 24 amps have a new update of the ASC, a new firmware. You have to do this every time. So now depends how you use, how you choose, and what is your setup in your quad. Now you're gonna need in the last part this right here. This is the flasher STM32. This is a software where you can flash your KissFly controller, or you can flash your Kiss 24 amps ASCs, or you can flash your NAS, or you can flash your CC3D, your Flip32, F3, and all other motherboards and all other fly controllers. And I don't know if it's the other ASCs working with this. I don't try it, but with ARA I tried all of them. So don't try to copy all this number right here, because I'm gonna put all the links in the description for each one, this one, this one, this one, and all those, or you can find your FTDI. But for me, I have a FTDI, so I don't need to buy another one. But if you don't have, you buy from those all websites. Now I already download Arduino, the generator hex file. I'm gonna leave it right here, and the flasher SM32, I just have it already down here. This is the flasher, this is the Arduino. So now I'm gonna show you the ASC and the battery and how you have to connect them. So here is the ASC 24 amps Kiss one, and this is the FTDI. I just show you on the pictures and how to connect the cables. The RX is go to TX and the TX is go to RX, and the ground is going to the ground. Now we have a LiPo, we have a cable. Okay, now it's connect. And now if I connect the battery, now we're gonna have a blue light for a couple of seconds and it just get off. But if you try to connect it with Arduino and doesn't find the port, you have to take out the battery and just connect it again without taking the FTDI out from the USB. If your FTDI it's new and it's first time when you connect it with a computer, you have to connect it without ASC to update all the drivers and find the new device. And you're gonna find the device on Windows in manage, device manage, and you're gonna find them there. If it's there, you remember the COM port. I'm gonna show you in just a second where you can find them. So you find it there and remember the COM port, and after you select it on Arduino Program. So now because it's connected and also the battery is connected, so let's go back on the computer. So now we are back on the computer, and how I say, you can find your device manager, you're gonna find ports and COM, and mine is COM14, so you have to remember the COM14. Now we don't gonna need this for a moment. We're gonna need this. Here you have to select the COM port if it's not already selected, and after you have to select serial monitor. After it's open a new page, you're gonna type here info, and you have to select here the down both and L and CR. Down here the bound, they have to be 11.5.200, and hit send. If it's nothing happen, you have to take out the battery and reconnect it. So we're gonna go and do just right now. Okay, I connect and disconnect the battery. Let's see now. No, again we don't have nothing. Let's try again. Yes, now it's working. So when you doesn't work and you connect and disconnect the battery, close this window and open a new one. Now, how you can see, my ASCs, they say there the version is 1.02, but right here that says the keys 24 amps version is 1.01. So that means that sticker is not one, it's just a sticker with version 1.02, or it's just a version 1.02, but here it's an error. They show me the version 1.01. I don't know exactly what's going on. Here is the serial number. You have to copy all the serial number. You can go and copy and paste with the Control C, Control V. Control C is mean copy, Control V is mean paste. Or you can just take a piece of paper, a pen, and just type all this number from here exactly how you see it on the paper. But me, I don't want to do that. I'm gonna just copy from here, just like so. Control C, and here they say serial number 1. That's been for one ASC. If you have all the serial number for all the ASCs, you just can put it right here and hit generate the hex file. But me, I just have the only one, so I say Control V. Now I have here the number, and I'm gonna hit generate hex file. And how you can see, in a couple of seconds just was download. Now let's minimize. I'm gonna take it and put it right here on the desktop. And this is for the first ASC. I have to go and do this for another 4, but for the purpose of the video, all gonna be the same for all the ASCs. So now, because we have the X file, we can go and close the Arduino, and we have to open the Flasher STM32. So now we have here the file, we have here the software, DUFS demo version 3.05. So now, because we have the ASC connected and the battery is connected, but we have to bridge the bootloader on the ASC. So I will gonna take the ASC, I will gonna go and do the bootloader, and I'm gonna bridge the 2 pads, and I will gonna come back. So for the bootloader, you have to take the battery out, FTDI out. Come on, just take out the cable, ground, okay, no worries. And right here, what is the TX RX? You see those 2 pads here, right here, the small ones, right here. You have to bridge them. You have to bridge those 2 pads. I'm gonna go and bridge them. I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna put it up here to see much closer. And how it's looking the picture right now, you have to do it in the same way with your ESC. So let's go and bridge this one, and we're gonna come back in a couple of seconds. And now, because the pads, they are bridged right here, okay, I'll show you the picture. Like that they have to be. I think it's in this way. Yes, the picture is like that. So now, because they are bridged, when you are gonna plug in the FTDI, yes, okay, some problems with the FTDI. So now when I'm gonna plug the battery in, the LED doesn't show up. Yes, the LED doesn't show up. So now let's go on the computer. So now, because we are on the computer and we have here the file, let me put it on the black part here. Now we just have to connect this with some ports, but how they show us, it's nothing right here. So let's close it and let's open again, and I think so doesn't want to find anything here. So after I connect the ESC and I bridge the bootloader on the ESC, now when I connect with the battery first time, and after I connect the FTDI with the computer or the laptop, depend what you use. So now let's open the flasher STM32. I was having problem with this STM32. The reason, I don't know exactly why, but I just uninstall it and I just download a new one from this website right here. I'm gonna put a link in the description where you can find it. But the good part, it's just the good way, it's just start download this one. If it doesn't work from the main website, from the flasher STM32, just go on the next website and download it, the old version of this flash loader demonstrator. So now, because we have it, let's just select our COM port 14. We have to change the band rate to 57600 and we leave everything like default. We hit next. Come on. No? Doesn't want? Yeah, sometimes it doesn't go, and I just have to unplug and plug again the FTDI. So let's do it from the beginning. Close everything. Okay, let's take out the battery, plug the battery on ESC, plug the FTDI on the computer, open COM 14, 57600, everything default. Next, remove protection, of course. It's already removed. Let's hit next. Here we leave everything default. If it's not like this, you have to change something here. If it's not like the default, press next. And here go download to device. So you just click right here and select the hex file target from where you just downloaded, in download part or on the desktop, depends, or you just drag and paste it, or depends where you download it. So me, I just have it on download. I'm gonna select here the hex file, select download, desktop, sorry, and select it, open, and now we're gonna hit next. So you can see it's faster. It doesn't take so much time, but it's doing the job. I forget to mention something here, but I'm gonna go back and show you exactly what. I just practically just put the file on the ESC, but I don't verify if it's downloaded in the good condition, or is just a part or missing some parts from that. So if you want to verify that, you have to select off verify file right here after download. So let's do it again and refresh the file. Now it's finished downloading. Now it's verifying the file if it's all the file or nothing missing. So now, because it's okay, we're gonna say close. So now, because we are finished there, we're just gonna unplug the USB, we're gonna unplug the battery, we're gonna go back on the bench, and we're gonna just debridge the pads right here, and we're gonna come back to see what the version we have it on the Arduino, because we have it 1.01 and now I flash it with 1.02. I don't know, let's see what's going on there. So I'm gonna go unbridge this and I'm gonna come back. Okay, so now because the pads they are unbridged, I'm gonna put a picture on right here up to see, and yes, I'm unbridged. Now let's put it back on the FTDI. So let's put first the battery. Now if we put the battery again and we take out the boot, we're gonna have a blue light for a couple of seconds and just get off. Now let's connect the FTDI. So now let's open again the Arduino, select the COM port 14, depends what COM port do you have there, 3, 1, 4, 7, 18, I don't know, and open the serial monitor and select to be like so, and say here info, and nothing happens. So let's take out the battery and reconnect it, and let's type again info. Yes, now we have it. So unfortunately the same version is just show me 1.01, but we just refresh the version 1.02. So I don't know exactly how it's going and how it's working. So I hope everything is alright. So let's close everything and let's go back in the bench and take all the wires and all the things out from the ESC. So now because we are done, we take out the FTDI from the cables. We're gonna take out the cables from RX-TX, ground, and also the adapter of ST60, the battery, because we don't gonna need it anymore. We're gonna put directly wires to the PDB board. So we're gonna pre-tin all the pads for the motors. We're gonna pre-tin again the wires for they go directly on the PDB board, and also we're gonna pre-tin the wires from signal, telemetry, and ground. So now let's start up our soldering iron and let's take all the cables out. Okay, now because the iron is hot, so let's take out the wires. That's it. We have all the wires out, and those wires we don't gonna throw them because we're gonna use it for another 4 ESCs and make them work with another FTDI, and after we're gonna flash it just with the KissFly controller. In my case, because I use the KissFly controller. If you don't use and you use a Flip32 or Nace32, you have to take them every time out with the wires, with the FTDI, with the LiPo battery, with the computer, and just refresh them with a new version on. You're gonna be now 1.03. It's a beta version on the flyduino.net. You can find them there. I'm gonna put a link in the description where you can find that and download it. but I just say I will gonna wait for the official one, and after I will gonna flash it. Until then I will just gonna use them like this. Anyway, it's a first time when I use KISS 24 amps ESC, so I don't gonna see a much difference between one and another, because I am not sure how it's working 1.02 and 1.03. so I'm gonna use 1.02, and after I'm gonna use 1.03. but until then we have to pre-turn the pads. So I use something like this, and I use something like this for just getting the place all the soldering on the same spot, and I don't gonna be all over the place. And this is easy to clean with alcohol. Okay, the pads from the boot, they are clean. Now on the other side, right here inside, there are two pads. Those, however, they are for direction of the motor. In case if you have, let me find the motor, I have one right here. If it's your motor is like this and you just want to put it like that and you wanna have straight lines of the motor to the ESC, you just can put it directly and you're gonna see the direction of the motor if it's spinning on the counterclockwise or clockwise. And if you want to change the direction, you just have to bridge those two pads right here to change the direction of the motor. If you don't want to bridge those two pads, all the motors, they're gonna spin in one direction, or they're gonna spin one in clockwise and three counterclockwise, or vice versa, you know. Or you can just mix up all the wires, just two wires between this, and you're gonna be good to go if you don't want to do it in the simple way and clean setup. Now it's up to you. So me, don't gonna pre-tent those two pads right here, because I'm not sure how many motors I will gonna change, because sometimes the wiring inside in the motor, they are not right from the beginning, from the factory. So I was having cases when it's spinning in the other direction, and in my case I just use with the motor that have a direction, so they are from the factory like this, and when it's spinning, the nut on the head here, it's closing, it doesn't open when it's spinning. So in my case, I am not sure exactly how many I have to change on this particular setup with this ESC from Hobby Wings. I was having one counterclockwise and three clockwise, so sometimes it's going like that because of the wiring inside on the motor, and they just go wrong from here. So I will gonna leave them like this. So I hope this tutorial how you flash the KISS 24 amps ESC you was helpful for you. If it was, please thumbs up. If you like it, share it or comment. If you have some comments on there, if you want to ask me something, just throw it up there, and I'm gonna do my best to answer all the questions if you have. But until then, what I can say, just happy fly and stay safe.